Hi guys, it's Frankie from Frankie Tech. Good to see you guys again, and here with a late night question for all of you out there. What phone are you waiting for? And this is a question I've been pondering because, January has passed. We've seen the first releases of the year from great devices like the S21 Ultra. I'm loving this phone. It's been a fantastic flagship device. Pricey, but I tell you, very few phones have reached the level of this phone this year, to devices like the Xiaomi Mi 11, which, let's face it, this has been the phone of the month for me. I've done more content on this phone. It's been a terrific device, and we're going to see the global release of this phone very soon. And yet, I get the feeling from you guys that you're still waiting for something else. Like, the devices that have come out so far are not really, I guess they're not really kind of striking the chord that you need to upgrade from your previous generation phones. And so here's just a list of phones that maybe I think are going to be the ones that you're most waiting for the rest of this month, February 2021. So the first one on the list has got to be the upgrade, I guess you could say, to this Mi 11, the Mi 11 Pro or Mi 11 Ultra. I get you. I get what you're saying. You were not satisfied with the cameras of this phone. And many of you did feel that despite being a terrific device in terms of design, display, the speakers, everything, that the cameras just did not cut it on this Mi 11 for you to consider the upgrade. That's where I think this Mi 11 Pro is really going to step in to provide, I really think to provide the telephoto capability that you're getting on this S21 Ultra on a Xiaomi phone. And let's face it, the only other phone that does this so far is the Mi 10 Ultra. And yet we know that phone was not available for global release. And let's face it, it's kind of old news at this point. The design is nowhere near as sleek as the Mi 11s. And to be honest, I would not want to give away or part with this design, or especially this display at this point. But the global release is coming very soon, and hopefully soon after, later this month, we will see the global release, or at least the China release, of this Mi 11 Pro and Mi 11 Ultra. That's the first phone that I think you guys are very much looking forward to. The second one has got to be the Redmi K40 Pro. Now let's face it, for all you Redmi K30 Pro fans out there, even K20 Pro fans out there, you are definitely looking at this release with a lot of excitement, but you're also looking at it with a lot of worry, because what's the thing about the K20 Pro and K30 Pro that you love the most? Let me guess. I will make a guess. It's the full screen display and no punch hole, no notch. I hear you guys loud and clear. Let's face it, even this Mi 11 has a punch hole, and you guys probably look at that and you're just like, ugh, disgusting. I can't deal with it. You know what? For me, it's a non-issue. I'd rather have the waterproofing that these modern phones have than pop-up cameras and mechanical parts. But, I know that the full screen display looks modern. It looks very nice. And for you guys who don't use selfie cameras very often, you probably don't even notice. But the K40 Pro is looking like it will be a centered punch hole, not unlike what we see here on the S21 Ultra. It will also be similar size display as this phone's 6.8-inch display on the Redmi K40 Pro. So imagine, this is the size, this is the exact, kind of look of what you're going to get with this phone. Is that a deal breaker for you? But considering the price point, if they can hit that price point they talked about, 2,999 RMB for a, I guess maybe full HD, but still 120 hertz display. If they can put WQHD, that would be amazing. And then basically have, I guess, decent cameras, Snapdragon 888 on board. They're going to have to cut back in some way, and I think it's going to be in the build quality for that K40 Pro. But that is going to be a terrific release in the kind of later part of this month, and I'm sure we'll be coming global sometime in the next couple months, maybe March, maybe April. But for you Realme fans out there, what are you looking forward to? I'm sure you're looking forward to the Realme Race, which is going to be the first Snapdragon 888 phone from Realme. Now, my big hope for this release is please, Realme, better build quality. We need to move away from these plastic phones. Look, Mi 11 can do it at this price point. Even the K30 Pro did it at this price point, where it gave you, metal, where it gave you a nice cold aluminum edge. I know some of you guys out there don't care about what materials your phones are built of, but for me, it is a big deal, and I can definitely tell the difference between, a Gorilla Glass Victus and a plastic. So let's hope that they can improve the build quality, and they can release, if they just released the Realme X7 Pro, with a Snapdragon 888 and better build quality, that's all they need to do, and it's going to be a terrific release with the Realme Race. I really do think it will be terrific. Now, but what other phones are you guys excited about? Let's find out. Let's talk about the OnePlus 9, the Mi 11 Lite. What about new Poco releases? Are we going to see the finally much anticipated Poco F2 that has never been released? And guys, to be honest, I don't think we will ever see a Poco F2, like, ever. And if they do it, that would be amazing. But to be honest, I think any release from Poco, maybe a follow-up to the Poco X3 with an X4 in the early part of this year, will happen. I don't think it's going to happen this month of February, though. But as you can tell, there's so many releases that are coming down the pike, and I still feel, though, and I almost feel like I have to do this every once in a while as my PSA to you guys, how about we appreciate once as well the phones that have been released so far this year? And let's also keep in mind the phones that have been released only a few months back, like the Mi 10T Pro, like the Mi 10 Ultra, these other phones, and any of your phones that you're using in 2020 that are still great. But it's crazy to see how quickly the smartphone game goes, and the S21 Ultra, and my videos of the Mi 11, they've been incredible videos, but I can tell already you guys are ready for something else. And I just got to say, let's wait and see what happens. But let's not forget the amazing tech that we already have in our hands, but also available to us for purchase. And instead of waiting for some future phone that's going to be the perfect release for you guys. So this is my PSA, and you can think about it. And once again, hit me up in the comments. This is my big question for you. What phone are you waiting for? Is it one of the phones I mentioned, or is it another phone? Hit me up in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. And that's it for this video. If you liked it, give me that thumbs up. And if you love the content of Frankie Tech, subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon for future updates. Just a late night video here, guys. I felt like talking about these phones and just kind of getting this off my chest, because I've been thinking about it. It seems like you guys are waiting for something else, and I don't think that's something I have in my hands to share with you just yet. But let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. So that's it, and this is where I leave you by saying, this is Frankie Tech signing off. Have a good one. Great phone. Even greater phone. Even February 8th. See you there.